I'm here today with a book review, and that is The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chokshi. Whatever, I don't know. I loved this book. It broke my goddamn heart. So yeah, let's just unpack this beautiful looking book and just beautiful book in general. So basically it follows this group of 5/6. I say 5/6 because one is not really in the core friend group, but he's kind of like becomes friends with them throughout the story. Okay, so there's Severin, who is kind of like the leader dude, and he's chasing his inheritance because he was denied his birthright of the patriarch, to be the patriarch of House Vance, because there are different houses in this book, and he was basically denied his inheritance, and the order, the like government people were like, no, that house is dead, you don't exist. Then there's Tristan, which is Severin's, I think, adoptive brother or whatever, but Tristan is my baby. There's Zofia, which has like elemental powers, and hers is over fire. Oh, Tristan's also gifted with metalwork forging, which forging is like a magic thing in this universe. I don't think Severin has any forging abilities. He's kind of just like normal. And then there's Enrique. Enrique doesn't have any forging abilities at all. He's the scholar and like historian of the group, so he's an expert on things. Tristan's also an expert on insects, which, gross. And he has a pet tarantula that's like the size of a cat named Goliath. Just, no. Hypnos, which is the guy who comes in later and becomes friends with the group. He is the patriarch of House Nyx, which is another one of the houses in this book. He's hilarious. I love him. And then there's Layla. Layla is a dancer, like a cabaret dancer at this club place, and she's also like a baker of the hotel that Severin runs called Le Eden. I think it's Le Eden because it's L' and then the word Eden. I never took French and I don't speak French, so I can't pronounce any of these words. And I'm probably saying them incorrectly. So if you are French and you are fluent in French, I apologize. So, yeah. So, now that we've established who the characters are, this book is kind of like National Treasure, because like they're looking for a special artifact to find other magical artifacts, because this was the Owl Crate January's book pick for magical artifacts, so it kind of fits in with the theme of that month. And it reminds me a lot of National Treasure. Like there's code breaking and treasure maps and all kinds of things, and there's lots of like historical things like about Egyptian history, courtesy of Enrique. And another thing that I liked in this book is that there's lots of diversity. Like Severin, I think at least Severin, Enrique, and Hypnos are mixed race. Layla and Zofia are from like other villages. I don't quite remember. And I don't remember if it specified what Tristan looks like. If it was, I just glossed over my head. Two things about two of the characters, or one thing about two of the characters. It seems, as I was like reading, I get the feeling that Zofia has Asperger's syndrome, which if you've seen Big Bang Theory, she's Sheldon in a female body. But for those of you who have not seen Big Bang Theory, Asperger's is basically people have issues with like social interaction. They don't understand social cues, and they barely understand sarcasm. They don't get jokes. Another example would be, I think Drax, I think that's his name, from Guardians of the Galaxy. I have not seen that movie. I've seen the second one, I haven't seen the first one, so I have a vague understanding of his character. And Tristan, my baby Tristan. Tristan is my son, because Tristan is adorable. I have a feeling that he's somewhere on the autism spectrum. I mean, I don't have anybody in my family who's autistic, but I've been around autistic people before, and I feel like he has a mild form of autism, just like in the way he acts and his behaviors, and he has childish tendencies even though he's 16 years old. So yeah, I feel like two of them have neurological disorders, issues, like that. I also loved the relationships between the characters. I love the relationship between Severin and Tristan, their whole brotherly relationship. I love the relationship between Severin and Layla and all that frickin' chemistry and sexual tension going on between them. I love the relationship between Sophia and Enrique, because they're like kind of best friends, but it doesn't really seem like that. And then, of course, I love the relationship between Enrique and Hypnos, because Enrique's, like, very scholarly and kind of uptight in places, and Hypnos is, like, this flamboyant dude who's sarcastic and amazing. He's basically Magnus Bane if Magnus Bane was a big, huge asshole, basically. Oh, but one thing I should warn you is that there is a character death, and I should have fucking seen it coming just based on hindsight. But there is a character death. It's in like the last 20 pages, so you don't have to worry about it for a while. But if you read this, just prepare. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. I cannot wait to see where the second book goes, because at the end, now that Severin's like inheritance has been like restored or whatever. Oh yeah, we're getting into spoilers now. Spoiler warning. Probably should have said that earlier. Oh well. They have to go to like this conclave conference thing in Russia where like all the house members go and do I don't even know what, because we don't know what they do. But Layla basically tricks Severin into making her his like official mistress or whatever, and like they've slept together before. Like, this is not really a spoiler, it's stated earlier in the book that they've slept together, and they're like, that was a mistake, we're friends, we shouldn't do that, let's not do that again. And so yeah, I'm really excited to see where it goes. So yeah, that is the review for The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chokshi. I'll probably never be able to pronounce this woman's name unless I hear somebody say it or I hear her say it in an interview. But yeah, I loved this book. It broke my goddamn heart. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. Just because I loved it. I reserve 5 stars for books that I loved throughout the whole thing, where some parts in this like kind of dragged in between the little adventure parts, which is fine. You kind of need that in an adventure heist treasure hunt story. It's not just gonna be Indiana Jones all the time. So yeah, that's my book review for that. I am halfway through Girls of Paper and Fire. Probably gonna finish that by the end of the week, and my review will be up. My bookshelf will be here on Saturday, and then I can film my reorganization video and my book shelf tour finally. So look forward to that, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye! So yeah, that is the review for The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chokshi. I'll probably never be able to pronounce this woman's name unless I hear somebody say it or I hear her say it in an interview. But yeah, I loved this book. It broke my goddamn heart. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. Just because I loved it. I reserve 5 stars for books that I loved throughout the whole thing, where some parts in this like kind of dragged in between the little adventure parts, which is fine. You kind of need that in an adventure heist treasure hunt story. It's not just gonna be Indiana Jones all the time. So yeah, that's my book review for that. I am halfway through Girls of Paper and Fire. Probably gonna finish that by the end of the week, and my review will be up. My bookshelf will be here on Saturday, and then I can film my reorganization video and my book shelf tour finally. So look forward to that, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!